YouTube, Kodandi here. I'm actually at my hairdresser's house, and she's a lovely person that's letting me hang out at her house, which is great because it's a beautiful house. I can do my laundry and get a shower and play with her pets. You know, I just got my hair done. You'll notice my locks are all cleaned up. In the past few videos you've been seeing, they've been, really kind of fuzzy and really poofy, and there's a lot of extra, stuff going on. The roots got long. This part I just leave loose. But every now and then, and it kind of depends on the person. I used to go and get my roots tightened up every 6 months. How it works is she'll take all the loose stuff, she'll section my hair off, and then use the crochet hook to pull it all in and to dread up the roots. She and I were talking about the fact that, for years and years and years, she was also coloring my hair. And even before she was coloring my hair, I was coloring my hair. I have been coloring my hair since I was 16, and I am now 38. And so I have not seen my natural hair color in 20 years until, just very recently. And, in India, when you're living at the Adinam, it's not always easy or convenient to keep up with dyeing your hair. A lot of people just kind of let their roots grow, but, some of the acharyas and the people that are in, kind of public positions need to keep up with their appearance a little bit more because they're kind of a public face and they're up front speaking, and so they'll do their hair more than people that are kind of behind the scenes like me. And so I just kind of let mine go. I didn't really worry too much about it until I got back to this country, where it's easier to get good vegan hair dye and to have a good bathroom to be able to dye your hair. I mean, it's been at least 6 months since I dyed my roots. And in that time, in general, I haven't cared as much. I don't really if I'm going to dye my hair, I want to dye it an interesting color. But, interesting colors are not Vedic. I need to have a natural hair color. Now that I'm representing the Vedic tradition and representing my guru as a sannyasi, my hair needs to be a natural color. And so I stopped with the bright colors. And so I was just going with black because it's easier to do. And it's I just stopped because it doesn't really, I could really go either way. I like having my hair dyed. I like having black hair. But, a lot of people think that I'm a lot younger than I actually am. And this has been happening especially recently, where I've been encountering a lot of new people. As a sannyasi, I'm encountering a lot of new people, and I'm meeting new people very often. And a lot of people think I'm a lot younger than I actually am. I'm 38 years old, and people are thinking I'm college age. They think I'm 22, 23, and at first that was kind of cute and funny, oh haha, I'm actually 15 years older than you thought I was. But it just got tiring. It got really, really tiring, where people were trying to give me advice and tell me things, and when I was your age, blah blah blah. And I'm I'm 38, I'm not a kid. And people were just I just didn't like the way that people were treating me, thinking that I was 22, 23 years old. Especially since I'm 38. I have quite a bit more life experience. And even when I was 22 or 23, I probably already had more life experience than them anyway. But let's not go there. That was a very interesting time in my life, let me tell you. By the time I was 22, I'd had a boyfriend die. I'd, moved to a foreign country where I didn't speak very little of the language. I moved to Tokyo. I'd had all sorts of weird jobs. I was squatting in warehouses. I was living with a motorcycle gang. I really had quite a life. But, now I'm 38 and my hair is gray, as you can see. Now, in my mother's family, all the women in my mother's family, we all go gray in our 20s, but then stay salt and pepper until you hit 80. And so my hair is probably going to be about this gray for the next 40 to 50 years, assuming I live that long. And, it's not so bad. Really, it's not so bad. I don't feel like I'm ancient, especially because otherwise I look good. And the locks are cute on me, and I don't look old. I mean, I have weird, piercing scars. Maybe you can see them there, my piercing scars. I still wear my piercings. And I've got my cool tattoos and stuff. So I don't look like some, middle-aged suburban type. So I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with letting my gray go a little bit longer, because then people are like, oh, kids these days. Be like, do kids these days have this much gray hair? Really? Do kids these days have this much? How old do you people think I actually am? What I am going to do, my odd blue ends here. Remember when I had blue hair? How many of you have been subscribing since I had blue hair or purple hair? But these ends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a temporary black over them. I'd put a temporary silver over them, thinking they'd be more gray looking, and I mean they are kind of more gray looking, but they're still kind of weird, melty mermaid blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put temporary black over them so that when it fades it will be more gray and less blue. But I just don't want to spend the time and energy. This is why I used to go to the hairdresser, okay? I know how to bleach my hair. I know how to dye my hair. I know how to do all this stuff. But it's tiring. It's really tiring. And I have better things to do with my life than get purple hair dye all over the bathroom and then have to spend my time not only with the stuff on my hair, but then cleaning it up. If I go to the salon, it's there, it's done. A double process takes you might be in there for an hour if you're just getting color. And my hairdresser is fantastic. She does really well. She was doing that purple for me, and she has done so many other wonderful hair colors for me. And her own hair is amazing. It's this fiery red orange, it starts yellow and goes to orange, goes to red, gradient like that. It's super nice. She still does my locks, of course. So, okay. Nityanandam.